McDonald's is continuing to be very proactive with its new menu items, including a great new addition to the breakfast menu, the Egg White McMuffin. Make your morning with 100% freshly grilled egg whites, extra lean Canadian bacon, and smooth white cheddar stacked on a toasted English muffin made with 8 grams of whole grain. Great taste for only 250 calories. Or a refreshing anytime drink, the McCafe Blueberry Pomegranate Smoothie, made with a combination of blueberries and raspberries and a splash of pomegranate juice, blended with ice and creamy low-fat yogurt. Only 220 calories. Always making the menu better. McDonald's in Stillwater, Perkins, and Perry. I'm loving it.
Want whiter teeth in 5 minutes? Then you want Power Swabs. Coffee, tea, or smoking stains start to fade in just 5 minutes. Power Swabs lift stains off your teeth for true whitening. They're clinically proven to whiten your teeth on average 2 shades in 5 minutes. After 7 days, your teeth will be an average 6 shades whiter. Power Swabs even work on caps, crowns, veneers, and bonding, so all your teeth will be movie star white. Order now to try Power Swabs risk-free. Satisfaction is guaranteed, but you won't find this offer in any store, so order now. Try Power Swabs risk-free now.
If you want to get lean and ripped,
I feel unbelievable.
Sexy and toned,
this is the greatest gift you can give yourself.
then get ready to order the #1 extreme fitness program in America, P90X. Fitness legend Tony Horton will have you shredding fat, sculpting your core, and defining your entire body by constantly introducing new moves so your body is always challenged.
And with challenge comes change.
Over 4 million people have experienced the body-changing power of P90X and paid over $120. But call now and Tony will send you the complete 12-DVD P90X system to try risk-free for 30 days for only $14.95. Order now and even the shipping and handling is free. Act right now and also get Tony's Ab Ripper X system free. If you're not 100% satisfied, simply return P90X for a full refund. Don't wait. Get P90X right now for only $14.95.
Call 1-800-905-1720. Call now.
I love the feel of old pickup trucks and old cowboy boots. They're just comfortable. At Tiger Drug, we've been honored to serve you for nearly 100 years. We appreciate your business and hope that it's been comfortable for you to do business with us. As the 4th oldest business in Stillwater, we're committed to work as hard as ever to keep your trust and friendship. I'm Calvin Anthony, and I just want to say thank you for choosing Tiger Drug.
Welcome to the morning edition. I'm Cristy Morrison. This is not, in fact, Kevin Clark, as he just told me, but I was reading, so I didn't see it. This is County Commissioner Chris Redding. Thanks for being here this morning.
Good morning. It's great to be here.
You look all nice and spiffy.
Oh, thank you.
And warm-ish.
Yes.
Nice warm jacket.
As warm as I can get on these cold mornings.
It is. It is. Well, it was pretty chilly yesterday morning, but this morning is substantially cooler. And I looked at my plants, and they didn't totally keel over, so maybe they'll be okay for a little bit longer. Is it supposed to hard freeze again tonight? I have no idea what hard freeze means as opposed to freeze, but...
Enough below 32 that everything freezes.
Gotcha. I did think enough last night to unscrew the hoses from the, whatchamacallits, faucets.
Faucets. That's a good idea. If you haven't done it yet, hurry out and do so.
No, I need to. There's a lot of stuff outside I need to do. Maybe it'll be nice this weekend and we can get some stuff done. Ooh, I might even put my Christmas decorations up. I love that.
We generally wait till Thanksgiving, but this year Thanksgiving is so late that it almost gives you no time to enjoy it. So
I don't get that. What do people mean by it's so late? Is it usually in the early? Because my birthday falls on Thanksgiving, I think every 7 years or something.
Well, it's the 4th Thursday of the month of November, but this year that 4th Thursday is like the very last part of the month. So you have like 1 week less than you have in the past.
Okay, then. I'll go ahead and buy that. But see, if my family's Christmas this year, of all of us together, is at Thanksgiving.
Oh.
So I need to do it beforehand just so I can enjoy them as long as possible.
Well, you have an extra week to get ready for
That's
it.
right. And then I can actually keep my Christmas decorations up till like March or something and celebrate for 6 months. I think that'd be kind of fun. 4 or 5, 6 months.
That would be.
Well, I have some, Chris, I have some election results. You know all about elections?
I've seen one or two.
That's right. So, oh, hey, guess what? He, look at that. Seth actually typed them all up. There we go. There's results for Proposition 1, and I just would like to point out how many people voted.
That was pretty impressive.
See, because yesterday, the reason I'd like to point this out is because yesterday Casey anticipated 3,800, and so I said 3,801, and I therefore won the bet. So there we go. So anyway, there's a substantial amount of people who voted. What was that, 5,945? And none of the propositions passed. So it looks like we'll go back to the drawing board and see what we can do.
Life as usual.
That's exactly right. So you said that you've been really busy.
We are always busy, but yeah, it's been a really neat time. The CLEAN program has its first graduate, and
the what?
CLEAN program.
Okay.
We've mentioned it a couple times,
right.
But that's an alternative sentencing program through the County Commission's office, where the DA and the courts can sentence an offender instead of to jail to community service.
That sounds great.
It works out great for the county because it keeps someone out of jail. It gives us basically free labor.
Mm-hmm.
They get to go home at night and eat macaroni and cheese or whatever they want instead of peanut butter and jelly. But it's a win-win.
I could have put those both on the same playing field, but okay, go ahead.
Oh, mac and cheese is so much better.
Ugh, okay.
Especially with little bits of ham.
Oh, all right. The gourmet mac and cheese.
Yeah. Well, also my wife does mac and cheese like it's not Kraft.
Better than other people, probably.
It's not Kraft at all. It's
Got
like
it.
the real stuff. So.
You did mention that CLEAN program, I think last month, and a lot of people had mentioned it. I don't know where they heard about it, but I think that's a great alternative.
It is. It is. We had one gentleman that was attached to the environmental enforcement officer, and they did 29 illegal dump sites in a day.
Oh, wow.
That extra manpower really allows them to do so much more.
I would imagine. Now, what does it mean to be a graduate of?
Well, they completed their sentence.
Okay.
We're trying to make it sound.
Well, I just didn't know, but that's really good. That makes sense.
But we're really excited about the program, and we're looking forward to getting bigger and bigger and being more benefit to the citizens of Payne County.
Yeah, if you would keep us posted on that. That sounds really neat.
We'll do that.
Well, let's go ahead and look specifically at the weather so we can come back, and I'm intrigued by the guest you brought today, so I want to hear more about that. There's a live look downtown Stillwater. Does that look chilly to you? It's currently clear, 17 degrees outside, winds are very calm, humidity is much lower than it's been, 81%, visibility is very, very good. The high today is going to be 53 degrees and sunny. Heard on the radio this morning that wind chill will not be a factor, so that'll help out a bit. A low that later tonight of 31, so we're still going to hit that freezing mark. Winds are going to pick up just a little bit. We'll look at the extended forecast, see if it's going to be nice putting up Christmas lights outside on the house weather this weekend. We'll do that here in a little bit. Chris, who did you bring with you this morning?
I have Rockford Brown. He's one of our deputies over at the Sheriff's Department. He's also one of our K-9 officers at the Sheriff's Department.
That's great. Well, when I asked Chris before Rockford got here, I said, well, who'd you bring? And he told me, and I said, who's that? And he looked at me like, what do you mean, who's that? And so I guess he assumes that I hang out a lot or have the need to hang out a lot with law enforcement. I don't know what that really meant exactly. We're going to find out at commercial break. We're going to come back, find out more about what's going on in Payne County right after this.
McDonald's is continuing to be very proactive with its new menu items, including a great new addition to the breakfast menu, the Egg White McMuffin. Make your morning with 100% freshly grilled egg whites, extra lean Canadian bacon, and smooth white cheddar stacked on a toasted English muffin made with 8 grams of whole grain. Great taste for only 250 calories. Or a refreshing anytime drink, the McCafe Blueberry Pomegranate Smoothie, made with a combination of blueberries and raspberries and a splash of pomegranate juice, blended with ice and creamy low-fat yogurt. Only 220 calories. Always making the menu better. McDonald's in Stillwater, Perkins, and Perry. I'm loving it.
Are you a sports fan looking for exclusive information on the Pioneers, the Cowboys? Well, you need to check out TV-31 each weekday from 1 to 3 on TV-31 and simulcast on Team Radio's Triple Play of networks. Each week, I'm joined by the names most associated with athletics, such as Tom Dorado on Mondays, Steve Daniels on Tuesdays, Coach Bill Andon on Wednesdays, and Larry Reese on Thursdays. Different personalities each day, but the same commitment to having fun and entertaining sports talk. TV-31 catch it weekdays 1 to 3 on TV-31 and simulcast on Team Radio.
It's time to get your space back. Your garage, your shop, your attic. The question is always, what am I going to do with all the stuff I want out of the way? The answer is A&D Storage. A&D has small units, large units, environmentally controlled units, even outdoor units. So whether you're storing a boat or trailer in the outdoor units, a high-dollar painting in the environmentally controlled units, or anything else, they have every option you're going to need. So call A&D Storage at 533-7867 or go to andstorage.net for all the information you need to take care of your storage needs.
It's easy doing business the Wilson way. Wilson Chevrolet, Stillwater.
Chevrolet, a 5-time winner. Chevy puts safety first, and it has the 5-star scores to prove it. 7 of Chevy's 2014 models received the highest possible score for safety. That's more than Ford and Toyota combined. But that's not all. The Cruze, Volt, and Sonic were listed on Forbes' list of 10 safest small cars, and Consumer Reports call the all-new 2014 Impala the best new sedan. What this means is today's Chevrolet is giving our customer the quality they deserve. For the last 27 years, we at Wilson's have built our tradition on customer satisfaction. We are honored to serve you, our guests, with the best products on the market. Back that by the largest service team in the area, and we think you'll enjoy our way of doing business. Visit us online at wilsonchevyok.com. Find new roads.
Wilson Chevrolet, still.
I'm not sure if it's silver.
Good morning. Good morning. We're talking deputy attire. I have with us this morning Deputy Rockford Brown. He is one of our K-9 officers. And Rockford, tell me a little bit about what it's like being a deputy sheriff in Payne County with a dog.
Well, it's a lot more fun, in my opinion. You get to spend 8 hours a day with the dog. So I'm in my car, in and out at the office and around different places in the county and get to patrol. And all the time I'm doing that, I get my furry partner in the back seat. So.
Very neat, very neat. Now, how does that make your life different as far as being a deputy?
Well, it would make it different in the ways that he's with me all the time. So he's with me 8 hours while I'm on shift, constantly. And then he's with me when I'm at home. And recreational-wise, I take him a lot with me, whether it's go riding the bicycle down the road or walking or hiking and throwing the ball for him. So to say that he's in my life more than anybody else would be a definitely true statement with Rudy. So.
Very neat. Now, what are your responsibilities as a deputy?
Responsibilities of the deputy would be to take and respond to any kind of criminal activity, civil type calls that people ask for police response outside all your city limits inside Payne County. Furthermore, we enforce traffic violations, so we call it run traffic, which means we catch you when you're speeding on the highway, we catch you when you're speeding on some of our back roads, et cetera, and so forth. So those type of responsibilities.
Very neat. Now, what other kind of, I know you guys run into some more interesting things that aren't necessarily law enforcement related. What are some of your more frequent calls out in the county?
Well, our more frequent calls would typically probably going to be your domestic altercations or disturbances. A lot of times it's just people can't get along. Whether it be that, neighbor type disputes, that would be our typical run-of-the-mill call. You come out on the radio that you're not sure you're ready for it for the day. So
I've also heard that you get a lot of cow calls.
A lot of cow calls. Yeah, you had to remind me. I was trying to forget that fact. Yes, we chase animals when they get out of their fences quite often, and quite often it's cows. And I don't know if growing up in Oklahoma and Stillwater, being a cowboy is going to help you get a cow back in a fence, because typically it doesn't help for me very much. So.
Now, on a more serious note, though, you have had Rudy do his job very effectively, from what I heard.
Yes, we don't have the call volume you see in some other areas, whether it be our metro areas, but yes, on occasion we do, he's a narcotics dog, and he's also called a dual-purpose dog in the patrol area, so he can apprehend the bad guy, so he can chase him down and catch him. He can track the bad guy when he's run off in the woods. He can track the bad guy when he's run off in an area and we're not quite sure where his trail is, so we can just send him out to look for him. And he can find articles that have been discarded on the side of the road, situations such as that, and narcotics wherever they may be concealed. So we have had a few times when he's been able to chase down the bad guy and find the drugs. So
very neat, very neat. So very effective and a very useful tool for
absolutely
for the police department. Okay, we're going to be right back in just a few moments, and we thank you very much. I don't know why I said that.
Again, everybody, Scott Casper here from Takedown Wrestling. Find your wrestling news each and every week on KWAM TV-31 and Suddenlink Cable Channel 3.
This is a tree that was never chopped down to make a crutch that was never needed by a child who never got polio because a vaccine was never in short supply, thanks to people whose compassion wasn't either. You can help Rotary end polio now. Learn how you can help at rotary.org/endpolio. Rotary, humanity in motion.
Welcome back. We have Rockford Brown with the Payne County Sheriff's Department. He's our K-9 one of our K-9 officers. Paul Fox is the other one. Now, tell me a little bit about Rudy. What kind of dog is Rudy?
Rudy's a Belgian Malinois, which is a form of a Belgian Shepherd. And he is just a little over 4 years old. He was imported from Poland and to a kennel, Mid-Michigan Kennels up in just outside of Lansing, Michigan. And that's where he is from, and just a young guy. He's only 4 years old. So
he's a good-looking dog.
He's beautiful.
Very, very nice in the right situation.
Yes.
What kind of training does your dog go through?
Well, the dogs initially, when they're going to be an apprehension type dog, so they're going to catch somebody and bite them, they're going to go through training from the time they're a puppy. They start out learning to tug with each other, and then they build that tug into an active bite and hold type personality. And those traits are built from a very young age. Once they get over to Michigan, or wherever kennel they're going to stateside, they imprint the narcotics and build those type of training up. And then that's where the handler comes in later when the dog's old enough to train with the dog.
So are you involved in that final training?
Yes, we were involved, my partner and I, when we went to Michigan almost 3 years ago. We were involved with 5 weeks. We stayed at the Ramada Inn for 5 weeks up there, and we trained with the dog. The first 2 weeks was in narcotics, just narcotics. And then the last 3 weeks was in all the other aspects of patrol.
Wow, and then there's ongoing training, I'm sure.
Ongoing maintenance training that we do every week, every month with the dog, and we go to a yearly conference down in Houston in February every year for weeks worth of training.
Very good. Now that's not the only interaction with animals that you have. You have
right.
Other interests as well.
That's right. I am currently the president of the Humane Society, Stillwater Humane Society.
Very neat. Now, we were talking the other day about that a little bit. What kind of things are going on at the Humane Society right now?
Well, lots of things. We have a very big donor, Colonel Jones. He doesn't live in Stillwater, but he's was the ROTC colonel here years ago, and he has been very helpful with a lot of money. We've done amazing things in our backyard. We have 3 large play yards, and then the main area with a gazebo that he's been all the benefactor for. We're getting ready to put in some new fences, trim up our big, huge shade pecan tree back there. and we're going to new air conditioners. So quite a bit's going on down there.
Wow.
All the time, but quite a bit of construction is going to be coming up pretty soon.
Very neat. And I'm sure you still have a need for volunteers?
Always have a need for volunteers. We have quite a bit of our Greeks at the university always have volunteers down there. And then, of course, we have our community service. It might be similar to the program you guys have. We have people come down there, need to get their hours in, and they do a good job. And if they don't, they go home. They go do it somewhere else. So, but we'll always need for volunteers, always somebody to come down and give the dogs some attention and some love and give them a walk and a biscuit. So.
That sounds like a neat opportunity. If you can't have a pet, you can kind of adopt a pet, foster a pet.
Absolutely. We have those people who bring their kids down and they're not quite in the situation where they can have a dog, but they come down there sometimes almost on a daily basis. So our dogs are spoiled at the Humane Society, absolutely. So.
Very neat, very neat. Well, we're going to come back in just a few moments and finish up the show. Thank you very much, Rockford. We appreciate you coming in this morning.
You're welcome.
Are you a sports fan looking for exclusive information on the Pioneers, the Cowboys? Well, you need to check out TV-31 each weekday from 1 to 3 on TV-31 and simulcast on Team Radio's Triple Play of networks. Each week, I'm joined by the names most associated with athletics, such as Tom Dorado on Mondays, Steve Daniels on Tuesdays, Coach Bill Andon on Wednesdays, and Larry Reese on Thursdays. Different personalities each day, but the same commitment to having fun and entertaining sports talk. TV-31 Catch it weekdays 1 to 3 on TV-31 and simulcast on Team Radio.
Do you have odors and dampness in your basement and crawl space? An unhealthy home begins with problems in damp, poorly ventilated areas. The conditions down below nurture molds, dust mites, and result in a buildup of gases and pollutants that can cause serious illnesses, like asthma, emphysema, and some cancers. The pollutants work their way up to your living quarters, infecting your entire home. Wave ventilation for moisture control and air quality can solve this problem. The unit's unique technology is designed to replace the damp, stale, polluted air with dry, fresh air and maintain a healthy, comfortable environment all year round. Unlike dehumidifiers, there's no buckets of water or filters, and it costs about $3 a month in electricity. Protect your home and family. Get to the source of the problem with Wave Ventilation. Call now. Make Wave Ventilation your answer to healthy living. Satisfaction guaranteed.
Wave Home Solutions for a healthy, comfortable home.
Spinach, carrots, greens. That's what I said, carrots. And those keep you healthy and strong. And spinach. I said spinach. I said Spanish. Spanish? Uh-huh. No, that's not. Spanish is como estas. That's nothing you eat. Kuna Matata. That's not Spanish. We're doing business here.
Be sure to join TV-31 for our local programming. Here's what you'll find tonight on TV-31.
Welcome back. We're here on the Morning Edition. Learned a lot about our K-9 deputies here in Payne County, and that's fairly new. Because I remember when my friend Paul Fox, and I'm sure deputy also helped with that, raising the money in which to get them. Mm-hmm. So it takes money to do that stuff, but I respect them for doing what they needed to do to raise the money and make that happen. They saw it was a need, and I think that we're all probably better off for it.
We are. It's a great tool, and it really, it protects our manpower.
Exactly.
Because sometimes just the threat of the dog is enough to stop action.
Yeah, ask mailmen. They know.
Heck yeah.
Now, when you live out where I do too, I mean, these guys, I was thinking about that the other day, highway patrol and deputies and people who stop people out on kind of not deserted, but
in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
And there's a lot of nowhere.
Yeah,
in
I'm
this
not
county.
sure I'd want to do that. I'm just not sure I would definitely want to do that.
No,
So
walk up into a situation you have absolutely no idea what's going to happen.
So
Brave
thank you to
men,
them for doing that, no
we
doubt.
thank them very much.
Very brave men and women for doing that. So you also were talking about it's that time of year. I was talking about the weather and how much I love the fall, and one of the reasons is probably because it's coming up on the holidays.
Yeah.
And that means that we need to do our shopping local.
Holiday shopping is coming up. I mean, it's like really
Now.
upon us. And
Do you want me to make you really jealous? I'm
Yeah.
totally done.
What?
Yeah, I do it all year long.
I am totally getting ready to start.
You're still starting before most. Casey will start about the 20th of December, so you're probably way ahead of the game.
But I do want to take this moment to encourage everyone to shop Payne County. You know, we have so many neat things here. You know, you go online and everything's real convenient. It's the tip of your fingertips. You can shop in
Right.
your pajamas, blah, 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 which is a very, not an image I want to dwell on. But, you know,
Would you tase him or something?
there is really a lot of neat things here in our communities.
I agree.
In Stillwater, in Cushing, in Perkins, that you know, you could get really creative. And really we're at a point now also where if they don't have it, they can get it.
Exactly.
Like you mentioned ordering books at Hastings, and Best Buy can get pretty much anything
right.
in the world that you want right here. And you know, you think about, yeah, it might cost you a couple more dollars, but at the same time, they're paying salaries, they're paying their people, they're paying the utilities, they're paying sales taxes that help keep your roads and the things running.
And your infrastructure.
And our infrastructure.
Safety.
When we buy local, we keep our friends and our families employed, we keep our roads maintained. we are able to have an economy that's thriving in our area rather than having our money go to Spokane, Washington, or Los Angeles, or wherever, Commerce City. It really is a benefit. And,
Well said.
And there's a lot of really neat artisans in this area too. So if you want something that's not like everything else, you can go see Dennis the Jeweler or any of the jewelry shops. There are some amazing national level, award-winning jeweler designers here in this town.
Good point.
And really amazing quality work can be done.
And most people like jewelry, so there you have it.
It's my fallback.
It's a good one. Very well said. And on that, definitely shop local this holiday season. We'll be reminding you that periodically throughout the next couple months. And let's go ahead and look at the extended forecast, see if we can get those Christmas lights up this weekend. We'll find out as soon as we hear from our friends at McDonald's.
There's always something new at McDonald's, and what's new right now is the new Mighty Wings, spicy and savory as well as tender and juicy home-style chicken wings. And McDonald's is introducing new McWraps, including the sweet and chili chicken McWrap with creamy garlic sauce, or the chicken and ranch McWrap, cheddar jack cheese and tomatoes, and the bold flavored chicken and bacon McWrap. Always keeping the menu fresh. Check out the McWraps and the Mighty Wings right now at McDonald's in Stillwater, Perkins, and Perry. McDonald's, I'm loving it.
There's a live look downtown Stillwater looking toward the southwest. It's currently very, very clear. Sun's coming up. We were doing the show a week or 2 weeks ago and it was dark outside, so this is kind of cool. Currently clear, 17 degrees outside, winds are calm. You dying to know what's going on?
I'm dying to know what's going on.
I know, I could tell you were.
We have sirens in the background
Yeah.
for those that can't hear.
His ears perked up and his whole body language changed. The high today, 53, low later this evening of 31. No chance of rain or showers today. I believe there might be a chance coming in, however. 60 degrees tomorrow, 64 on Friday. Whoa, look at that, warming up nicely. 75, 40% chance of scattered thunderstorms Saturday. 76 on Sunday. Whoa, then a cool front comes through, but hey, that is perfect putting up Christmas-like weather right there.
Exactly.
Do it this weekend.
Just be careful, use proper safety practices, keep your ladder at a 30-degree angle so you don't fall and break your back or something.
That would be optional for me, but I'll try. If I can get 1 foot on it and lean over, it's all good.
As a county commissioner, safety is never optional. It's the first thing we think about.
Well said. Once again, so shop local and be safe. There you go.
Absolutely. And you can do both.
That's true. That's true. You can.
Practice